Hello, everybody. I'm Thomas, and welcome to another Solo Gaming Sunday. This week, KeyForge Edition. So, for those of you who don't know about KeyForge, it is this fantastic card game made by Fantasy Flight, designed by Richard Garfield. If you don't know Richard Garfield, he is pretty infamous in the game design world. He was one of the main, if not the lead the game designers of Magic the Gathering. He's also made a couple other games, like one I know of, recent one is King of Tokyo, and that's a fantastic game. So he makes good games, and this one I think is fantastic. So KeyForge is normally a head-to-head type game, just two-player only, kind of like a la Magic the Gathering. But today I will be playing some of the KeyForge adventures that the company has put out. I think they did it I think around the time COVID started. They put out these two print and play KeyForge adventures, which you could play solo, or I think like you can play with up to 4 or maybe even more people, which is kind of cool. If you play with more people, it's cooperative, but today I'm just gonna be playing it solo. The first one is going to be Rise of the Keyraken. So KeyForge is really cool in that it's different from Magic and a lot of other card games like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or even like Pokemon or any like big trading card games, and that in this you don't build decks, you don't construct decks, you don't do any of that. All the decks you buy just a deck and a pack, and that's your deck. They're randomly generated by an algorithm. They each have their own unique name, but every deck is 100% unique, which is really cool. So today, I'm gonna be opening up 2 different decks because I plan to try to play through each of these twice, both the Keyraken and the Abyssal Conspiracy. So I'm going to try to play both decks with both things. So yeah, that'll be kind of fun because I don't know exactly what kind of decks I'll be playing with. And so these are Dark Tidings decks. So one thing, how the decks work is there's always like 3 kind of houses or different card types. And on the side of the box, you can see there's like symbols for all the different houses, and this one is cool. They rotate them out each like different sets. This one adds a new set, Unfathomable. The other thing I want to mention real quick with this set that they add with these decks is they add this concept of evil twin decks. So I mentioned every deck is unique, and while that is true, in this you can have an evil twin deck of your normal deck, which is kind of cool. So you could be like the same deck, but then there's some slightly altered cards. So there's a chance I might pull one of those today. But let me get the box out of the way, and let's just get to opening these decks real quick, and then get into the Keyraken. Trying to find my little cam here to zoom in on my hands. So let's see what this first deck has real fast. So it is an evil twin. Carsuncle, Dead Ends, Tinkerer. Oh, it's got Shadows, Unfathomable, and Untamed. Okay, I'm excited I pulled an evil twin deck. I was not really expecting that. Yeah. There's a QR code on there to register it. It's not like it really matters, but I'm just going to hide it because I'm just going to register it later. So let's see what this one is. I guess I'll open it this way. Not an evil twin. This is just a regular Edris Ramming Speed Wandrozil? I don't know. Pretty close, but it's got Shadows, Unfathomable, and Untamed. So I got, what, is that the same class? That's the same houses on each of these. Huh. Well, I gotta pick one to choose first, so I'm definitely gonna start with the evil twin. So let me just open that up, and then we'll get started with the Keyraken. So how the Keyraken works is, it's Keyraken. I don't know, I'll probably say both, but they just have 30 health, and I gotta get them down to 0. That's kind of my goal to win. Normally in KeyForge, you guessed it, forge keys, and that's kind of one thing that makes KeyForge a bit more interesting. Not more interesting, but it has a unique twist on like a lot of other competitive card games, is that it's not really I'm trying to get your HP down. It's more of a race. So it just makes the gameplay a bit different, which I really like. But in this, it is just I'm trying to get this guy's health down. But I do have keys that I will be trying to forge because he will have armor on him. And armor prevents me doing a certain amount of damage each round. So that is annoying. I'm really struggling with this deck to get it open, but we'll be on our way here shortly. All right, so let me get the identity card. The Tide card I don't need. All right, let me try to give this a decent shuffle. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I really need to explain. So real quick, what I'll be doing on my turn, for those who don't know about KeyForge, is basically I have a hand of 6 cards, or 5 if I mulligan, and I choose one of my 3 houses. Gosh, I got so many different scenes. Okay, so And I basically choose a house, and whatever house I choose, that's the only kind of cards I can use that turn. So those are the only cards I can play, only cards I can use on my field or discard. So it's just like if I choose Unfathomable, I can only use or play Unfathomable cards. And then that's pretty much it. At the end of my turn, I just redraw back up to 6. On the Keyraken's turn, they're basically, they have their own little deck of cards over there that they're going to be drawing from, and they're going to draw 2 each turn. They have creatures and artifacts. That's kind of the 2 main types of cards. You got creatures that go on your battle line, artifacts go in my little artifacts area. There's also upgrades, which attach to creatures, and then the last card type is actions, which are just like things that happen, and then you just discard the card. So that's kind of the same for the Keyraken. I don't think they have any upgrades, but they have everything else. Damien, I'm super hyped. I got an evil twin. Let's see if it's any good. I think Keyraken can be tough to beat, so we'll see how this goes down. But I like Unfathomable a lot, and I wanted to open Dark Tidings decks because against these 2 adventures, controlling the tide is kind of important, and that's a new mechanic that was introduced. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pretty even hand. I didn't even really look at the card list. Okay, I got Malstorm. Some of these cards I've never seen. Portal Monger. Oh, the tide is high. Oh my gosh. Deepwater Gruin. After your opponent raises the tide, destroy action, steal 1 if the tide is high. They would never raise the tide, so I could play that. That's fine. I don't think I love this starting hand. I might mulligan. I don't like mulliganing, but I don't like those cards. Okay, so this is my new hand. I got some Untamed and some Unfathomable, so let me zoom in a bit more on my hand there. Yeah, I probably can't read the cards too well. I need to, at some point, upgrade my camera, but like, these things are expensive. But hopefully this will do. So, I want to get creatures on the board, so I kind of just want to go Unfathomable. But let me see, return creatures, that doesn't give me any help, that doesn't help me. Yeah, none of these help me. So I will call Unfathomable this turn. Unfathomable, it's kind of like a tongue twister. And I will play this guy up here. He enters play exhausted, just like rotate that way. And then Storm Surge. Yeah, I can't really use this card, so I'm just gonna discard it. It's maybe not the best idea, but it's too late, I did it. So I'm gonna draw 3 new cards. Got 2 Shadows and an Unfathomable. Ooh, that guy kind of looks cool. Man, I've never seen the art. Well, I gotta take a quick look at that guy. I like the art on that. That's a cool looking card. All right, so now it's the Keyraken's turn. They're gonna draw 2 cards. Or I'm gonna draw 2 cards for them. Okay, so they got an action card for the remainder of their turn. Keyraken gains Skirmish, and they're gonna be attacking the least powerful creature. It attacks immediately, and then it's gonna fight again here in a second. So it automatically kills this guy. Any damage to... Oh, but yeah, I didn't even... Okay, yeah, that doesn't matter. So yeah, that guy's just straight up dead. And the Keyraken still draws another card. Emergence. So they gain an Amber. Oh, I forgot to do something. So I'll put their discard here. Destroy 1 of my artifacts and 3 of my creatures. I have no artifacts. I have no creatures. I have nothing. So the main thing is, I told you I was trying to kill the Keyraken. But how it wins is it's basically going to try to submerge 4 different levels. And it does that by, it's trying to forge a key, but it's just going to spend Amber to try to go up a level. So if I control the tide, which is like a new mechanic added in this newest expansion, that can change the cost for them. But right now, they're in no danger of doing that, so I'm not in a huge rush. But it's back to my turn. I'm not loving my hand because it's really nothing. I really just want to get creatures down. These Untamed cards, they aren't going to do me any good. That just deals damage. I almost just want to play this guy, even though it's just 1 card, because I always want to try to do the most you can on your turn. So like, I have 3 cards sitting here, but this is return a creature, this is add power counters, and this is an artifact that's if the opponent has a lot of Amber, which they don't. So these are all kind of useless now, but I don't know, I could play it and then get the Amber for it, and at least get them out of my hand. Maybe I'll do that. Okay, so I'm gonna call Untamed. I'll play this artifact, I hate just wasting these cards. I'm not going to waste them. I can still play them. And what's cool is some cards have little icons. Let me see if I can zoom in a bit more. They have little icons up there, and they just give me stuff. So like these just give me 2 amber for playing them. So that's neat. I need that. Whoops, I'm just throwing the amber. Okay, and that's it for my turn. Yeah, I love the artwork for this house too. I think they really did a good job. I think the artwork in this game is pretty great. I actually have like a coffee table book. It's like big book for the art of KeyForge. It's really cool to flip through and see like some of the sketches or just some of the cool like full page art for the cards. It's really cool. I really like this game a lot. I really like the art in it. Yeah, it's a cool game. And I have not played as much recently, so and especially Unfathomable, I've only played a decent amount, so like I've never seen this card before, so it's always fun just pulling new cards and seeing what's what. So okay, I'm getting more Unfathomable, which is nice, and another Shadows, so I have 3 of each, so I'll be pretty good to go either way next turn. But we are back to the Keyraken. Yeah, so they get to draw 2 cards. I'm gonna kind of set them off to the side so I don't forget. Okay, so first they got a artifact, and I think that enters play exhausted, just like mine. Hopefully, I don't know. And another artifact. Let me see if it mentions. Got to consult the rules here just to see. Draws an adventure card, artifact. Okay, it does enter play exhausted. Just double checking. I like to try to play as close to I can as actually right. So then the Keyraken is going to go. They are just going to reap because they don't have their card anymore. And then neither of these artifacts are going. So that's it for their turn. Okay, pretty simple. Yeah, these artifacts, I'll get to them when we actually use them. I'm not going to go too much in depth right now. Back to me. So like I said, I'm sitting in a pretty good position because I got 3 and 3 of each of these. But I really need to raise the tide if possible. Yeah, all these are like destroy creatures, which is great, but they're like they don't have any creatures yet. They're just artifacts. Give me a destroy artifact card, and I'd be all over that. So what I need to do is either steal enough amber, which I can't do. I could steal one with that card, or at least capture it. Oh, I can't even capture it. I don't have any creatures. Ooh, I'm gonna have to spend chains, I think. Or no, I have amber. Okay, I'm good. Like this game too. I never tried the adventures. Yeah, I didn't try them right away. I'd heard about them for a while, and the main way I was playing was there's a site, Crucible online. You might know about it if you've played in this game a while. It's a big site in the game. And it's really nice. It just lets you play online because right now there is no digital version because this game is currently in a temporary hiatus, but they're going to be coming back hopefully with a digital version, so that'll be exciting. But yeah, I was a bit. Because this whole adventure is you have to print and play it, so you have to like print it out on a printer or like get it shipped somewhere and print it. So that was one thing that kind of held me back a bit. Was like, I don't know if I feel like cutting it out and spending all the money on the ink, but it's worth it. I really like it, and it's just a good way to test some decks and whatnot. So, and like I said, if you have more people, you do play it co-op, which is pretty fun as well. But as for my turn, I'm gonna go Unfathomable. Throw this guy down. I'll spend 2 amber to raise the tide. Wait, is it 2? Yeah, just double checking. It's 2. It's 3 for him to advance, 2 for me to raise it. Okay, and then Wrath of Ruin. It's a good card, but I can't use it. There's no creatures on the board, so I gotta just discard it. I guess I don't have to. I could keep it for whenever I call Unfathomable again, but like I want to get other cards in my hand going. So. Abandoned Ship, I'll play this. Yeah, return a creature to its owner's hands. Yeah, I can't use that, but I get an amber for it. So that's something, I guess. So I'm gonna ready up this guy, draw my 3 cards, and we'll be on our way. Right now, it's Evil Twin deck. Yeah, I don't know about it. It doesn't seem to have as many creatures as I'd like, and I feel like that's one thing for the Keyraken you kind of need is like a lot of creatures. But you also just need a lot of amber to get your keys down so you can get. Because, like, you can have a lot of creatures, but if it still has, I think it's, 2 armor per key? So it has 6 armor by default. So I have to do 6 damage to it each turn before I can even hit it, basically. And that's annoying. Anyway, its turn. it draws this action: stun your most powerful creature and each creature that shares a house with it. If the tide is high, you may lower it instead. No, I guess I'll just stun my only creature. That's fine. I'll draw one more card. Still not a creature for them. They're only drawing like actions and artifacts. So the Keyraken gains 1 amber for each creature you control that shares a house with one or more of its neighbors. Oh, it doesn't gain any from that. Okay. So then it goes, and it's just going to reap. So it gains an amber. And then Whirlpool, Eddy, stun and exhaust one of your creatures that's not already stunned. If all of my creatures are stunned, destroy it and lower the tide. Oh. So that's nice. It did get destroyed, but that's not nice that it's bringing the tide down with it. So maybe not the best. And then we got, I can zoom in a little bit over here. Ascending Jet, which gives the Keyraken's creatures with the lowest power +1 counters. Yeah, so that just is useless because the Keyraken doesn't have any creatures. So yeah, that's it for their turn. It's back to me. Yeah, the issue is they lowered the tide, and now they have enough amber to go up a level. And that's not good. I do have stuff for shadows. They still have 0 creatures on the board, so there's not even like... A lot of these shadow cards I can get amber for, so... boy oh boy. I can play the Deepwater Gruin. For the remainder of the turn, a friendly creature gains skirmish. And I can do that next turn. Okay, so I'll go in Untamed this turn. Assert Dominance, I'll play it. It's not going to do anything. I'm just going to basically discard it. And then I'll play... No, wait. Shoot. Yeah, I got to do this way. Okay, I got to play them. And I'll gain 2 amber. I'll immediately spend it to raise the tide, but the other thing on the Deepwater Gruin is it makes them get an amber, and that just messed up my whole plan. Because they're going to be able to ascend next round. I can't prevent it. I mean, they have to go up 4 times to win, so I should be semi-okay for now. Ooh, I'm going to have almost all shadow cards to play next turn, so that's going to be... kind of nice. Yeah, unfortunately they have 6 amber, so they are going to advance. So first, that does lower the tide. I'm gonna swap this out for like them advancing 1 level, and yeah, that's that. So they're on their way up. Okay, what is this? Preternatural Will? I don't know. If the tide is low, heal 6 damage. They don't have any damage, so that's good for me, I guess. Doesn't really do anything. Race to the surface, they gain an amber. For each time the Keyraken has advanced this game, it archives a card. Oh god. And then I can draw that many cards from my deck as well. It's another Unfathomable. Okay, so then the Keyraken will reap, and then that's it for their turn, because they can't use their artifact. So it's back to me. I'm in a decent position, not really, but at least they can't advance next round. That's what I mean by decent, is like they can't do the worst possible thing for me. They still have 0 creatures out on the board. I've played against the Keyraken a bunch of times. I don't think I've ever had this happen when they have like 0 creatures. And I shuffled this for like a while before the stream. So regardless, I'm going to call Shadows because I have just a lot of Shadows cards. So I'll play Walk the Plank first, which since my opponent has Amber, I can steal 1. Nice, on my way. I'll play this Flying Spectre artifact, which lets me capture an Amber. We sit on the Deepwater Gruin. What else? One-Eyed Willa, and this is an Evil Twin. So when I was talking about the Evil Twin, real quick side tangent, when I was talking about the Evil Twin decks, and this is an Evil Twin deck, it is pretty much the same as like the deck it's named after. So in this case, this is just Evil Twin of Caruncle, Dead Ends, Tinker. So that deck exists somewhere out there with almost this exact same deck composition, except a couple cards are like these Evil Twin version of the cards. So in their deck, they have One-Eye Willa, but I have the Evil Twin version of One-Eye Willa. And there's a couple other cards in this Evil Twin deck that are like that. So that's why it's like, it is still unique, but it pretty much is the same as that other deck. So it's really cool. Anyway, I will play this anywhere. And then I'll play Booby Trap. I don't know if I have to use its effect. I don't think so, because it says deal 4 damage, but like I don't want to. Same with this one. I'm gonna play it just for the amber. Like, I don't think I have to target my creatures if there's no creatures to target. I could be wrong about that. But you know what? I'm just gonna play it that way. And what did I play? Shadows? So that's it for my turn then. So I gotta draw up 4 cards. 1, 2, 3. There's another evil twin. And another evil twin card. Monty Bank, and I got an evil twin Mookling. Okay. Cool. So yeah, the Keyraken archiving cards, this is really bad because it's just more cards are gonna draw this turn. And yeah, at all costs, I'd like to prevent. Oh, I want them to advance, but like second thing is I don't want them archiving anything. So they're gonna start by drawing this. Deal 3 damage to each of my flank creatures. If the tide is high, which it is not, they would archive a card. So 3 damage to each of my flank creatures. That kills both of them. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing I could do to stop it. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. And now they're gonna draw their 2 cards. First card. Gain an amber, discard. And a lot of these, like when I read them, they're directed at me. It's kind of confusing, but it's like discard your hand. So it's talking about like my own hand. Just figured I'd clarify that. So yeah, I discard my hand and draw 4 cards. If the tide is high, I could lower it instead. So I still have 1 more card to do, but I'll do that first. So what, discard, draw 4 cards. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 3 of them were unfathomable. It's nice, I guess. 1 more card. Please be a creature. Finally a creature. Okay, maybe I'll regret saying that, but like, I don't know. I want to get some creatures going so I can have something to target with like a lot of these cards that just target creatures. But unfortunately, now their artifact is going to start kicking in. So the Keyraken's going to go. They're going to reap and gain an amber. Then this artifact's finally going off. So the creature with the lowest power, which is that one, it gets 3+1 counters. Oh my god. So this 3 creature just turned into a 6. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. So back to me. Yeah, that's going to be an issue. And they have enough. No, they don't have enough amber to advance. So I'm like in no immediate danger. I'm just trying to see if I want to play Maelstrom or not, just to get rid of that creature. I know I was asking for a creature, and this is what I get. I'm like gonna wipe the board and take chains to get rid of it. No, I don't think I want to do that. But that's gonna be impossible to get rid of. Guess I should be careful what I wish for. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna call Unfathomable. That's my house. And I'll play Maelstrom, which is put each creature on top of its... Should I do that? Because it's just gonna put on top of the deck. I'm gonna have to deal with it next turn. No, I'm gonna discard Maelstrom. Still gonna call Unfathomable. Discarding that. And instead, I will just zoom out of it first. Just play both of these creatures. They don't have any play effects, so I'll just throw them down. I'll put the weaker one in the middle first. Because it seems like the Keyraken likes targeting my flank creatures, so I don't know what that's about, but whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's see what I got. A couple of shadow cards, some some untamed. Yeah, still not a lot of creatures. This deck, this evil twin deck, is not doing too great so far. But I haven't even come close to forging a key. I mean, I got 4 amber, so I actually could maybe in a couple turns. But they're gonna probably have enough amber to do their thing this turn. So let's see what they do. First card, Zealot's... God, this card sucks. It's Zealot's Revelation. Okay, shuffle the adventure. Get a discard pile into the adventure deck. That part, not so bad. But then the next part is the Keyraken archives 3 cards. If the tide was high, I could choose to lower it. Don't have that option because I did not raise the tide because I'm an idiot. And I should have because I had the amber to do it. It's too late for that. So... yeah, sometimes I would allow myself to go back, but that decision, that's not one I could go back on. So that's unfortunate. I still have to draw another card. Boy, oh boy. Oh, this card again. So if the tide is low, heal 6 damage. Yeah, you haven't taken any damage yet. So the Keyraken goes first. They're going to reap and gain an amber. And then, yeah, they're going to use their creatures. So yeah, this guy's going to attack the most powerful creature. Who's my most powerful creature? This Deepwater Gruin. And they have Skirmish, so they'll be taking no damage, and they're going to fully take it out. They will capture the Amber. Fine. And then the jet's going to be used again to put another 3 tokens on this guy, but at least the jet's finally going away. So that's something, but now they have a 9 health, 9 attack, lashing tentacle that's going to just keep attacking me, and it has Skirmish. So some cards have keywords on it, and like Skirmish means whatever it attacks, it takes no damage in return. That's tough. That's tough. So now that it has 9, yeah, maybe I need some card that's going to take it out. They also have enough amber to advance, so I need to raise the tide. I should have did it last turn. Is there anything I can do to get rid of that card? There's nothing. I could play Thin the Herd. I don't want to, but I think that's my only option. Thin the Herd, I choose the 4 least powerful creatures on the field and shuffle them into their owner's deck. So I would get rid of them, but also get rid of my 2 creatures. Just be in my deck, but it's as good as gone at this point. If they're not on the field, like, it's going to take at least 2 rounds to put them out and then be able to use them. So I think that's my best option, though. So I will call Untamed. I will play Thin the Herd, which gains me an amber, and then I can capture an amber, but it's going to go on a creature, and the creature's going to disappear, so I'm not going to even worry about it. Shuffle my 2 guys into my deck, and then I can at least get rid of that Lashing Tentacle. Unfortunately, it wasn't destroyed. A lot of these, I think pretty much every creature the Keyraken has some destroyed effect that deals damage to the Keyraken, which is always nice. It's one nice way to kind of chip away damage, but I have no creatures to deal with the Keyraken's creatures, so I just need to keep doing stuff like that. But next turn's going to suck, because they're going to draw 5 cards. And that's just going to ramp up stuff in a very bad way. So I can play this Mookling, Evil Twin Mookling, and then I'll spend 2 to raise the tide, and then play tides up to gain an amber, and then since the tide is high, I can gain another amber. So at least the tide is high, so they need 6 amber to advance at this point. So I've prevented them from doing that. Fortunately, I only have 5, so I'm like 1 away from being able to forge a key myself, which is a little disappointing, but what are you gonna do? So I'm gonna draw up to 6 again. 4, 5, 6. Wow, that's 5 shadow cards. That's gonna be a nice shadows turn. I don't know why I put that back on the deck, so there we go. And like 2 of them are creatures, so hey, that's love to see it. What I don't love to see is 3 cards in the Keyraken's archive. So let's see what they are. Swift Current Artifact, which gains them 2 amber. And then let's see what else. Devour Holes. So Keyraken's going to be attacking this turn, and they're going to attack immediately, killing my Mookling. Okay, cool. My only creature, and it's already killed it. Then it gains an amber, and then it is going to be warded. Boom. And each of its creatures, and it doesn't have any. So now it's going to draw 2 cards. That wasn't even... So it's going to just draw that card again, but can't be warded twice, so whatever. And another Swift Current. I swear I shuffled these. I just shuffled that creature, and Swift Current's going to get 2 more amber. It has a lot of amber. Then the Keyraken's going to attack again. It can't, so it's going to reap. Because it's going to... Yeah, I don't have any creatures for it to attack. I can't use either artifacts, so that is it for its turn. It has how many? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 amber. So it is most definitely advancing next turn. Unless I have some real chicanery with these shadow cards, which I don't really think I do. At least not enough. Shadows would notoriously be the best house, I think, for this, but yeah, it's not going to be enough to do a major dent. See, and I have this ritual balance artifact, which would be great if my opponent has 6 or more amber, which they do. I could steal one, but I'm not calling Untamed because, like, I gotta call shadows. I think I have to. So I'll do that first. I'll play Mug and just gain the amber for it, which puts me in check to gain a key next round. And then just play all these guys, I guess. Boom. Boom. This lets me steal an amber. I'll play that action card. Lets me, oh, sorry, steal an amber. I was about to gain one. Steal it and then discard the top card of my deck. If it is a Shadows card, trigger this effect again, which it was a Shadows card. So I get to steal another amber, discard another card from my deck, not a Shadows card. So that's it. That's a pretty neat card. What was that? Ransack. Okay, that was pretty cool. And then which of these guys is a little bit better? Ooh, that guy is really good. Okay, I'm going to protect him. So I'm going to attach this Ring of Invisibility to him, which gives him Elusive and Skirmish, so he'll be alive for a while. And yeah, since the tide is high, I also forgot I got this ship here, this artifact ship that, I know you can't really read the text. I can use the action on it to steal an amber, which didn't, I mean, it's not going to be enough to stop them from advancing, but that's pretty close, you know. I got, what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 amber now, so I can at least forge a key next turn, and maybe the turn after if I get a couple more amber. Pretty nice, pretty nice. So I will ready everybody up, because that is it for my turn. Draw my cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I gotta shuffle real quick here. Dang, I'm already at half hour. Okay, maybe I'm not gonna be able to play each of them once. I mean, or each of them twice. We'll see. I don't know. As long as this goes like 45 minutes. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how I'm gonna do on time. But so far, this is running a bit longer than I wanted it to. But this deck just, it's not going anywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do have a lot of amber, so stuff should be picking up speed quickly. But they are going to advance. So 2, 4, 6 amber. Jeez Louise, just spilling it everywhere. So they're advancing again. So they're already halfway up, and then they're going to be drawing their 2 cards. Luckily, they had nothing archived, so it's only 2 cards. First one is going to be another artifact. That is all they're drawing. And they get an amber from that. And another artifact. Okay. Keyraken's going to go. They gain an amber. And then this artifact, creature with the highest power. Yeah, both of these do stuff with a creature, but there's no creatures, so those are useless. I'll ready them up, and it'll be back to my turn. Since the Keyraken advanced, the tide is lowered. It is my turn, so I can spend 6, 2, 4, 6 to forge my first key and slowly wear away at the Keyraken's armor. It's going to be helpful. So at this point, I don't know what I really want to do, if I'm being honest. I want to use those shadow creatures out there, but I can't. I might call Untamed, because I at least have... Ooh. Ooh. Is this the Mollywalk? Oh, that's pretty neat. Okay. Well, first, I'm going to spend 2 amber. I'm going to raise the tide. Because, yeah, high tide is nice to have. See, I'm going to play this Mollywalk. This guy looks pretty dang neat. Play him over here, because they have a play effect. Destroy an artifact. Yeah, I'm going to destroy that Ascending Jet. That's the one that lets them boost creatures by putting power counters on them, which I don't want to do. I'll play this card. Turn a creature to its owner's hand. And I'll return this Mollywalk to my hand. And then I can, if the tide is high, which it is, gain an amber. Because guess what? I'm going to play that Mollywalk again. And destroy another one of its artifacts. Yeah, the Whirlpool Eddy, gone. That worked out really well, if I'm being honest. I got Way of the Pixie, which I can attach to somebody whenever they reap Ooh, I'm gonna attach it to this guy. Yeah, because he's gonna be reaping to use his abilities, so I'm gonna throw it on there. Because I was gonna put it on the Mollywog, but the Mollywog has 5 attack, and I'm gonna be probably fighting a lot with them. And then last, Growth Surge. Ooh, this is gonna be nice. This does a lot of stuff, so buckle up. Give a flying creature +3 power counters. I'll give it to the Mollywog. And then give its neighbor 2. And then I think that give the second creature's neighbor +1. So yeah, 3, 2, 1. Cool. That's a pretty nice card. Everybody's going to be a bit more beefier, which is nice because right now they don't have any creatures, but when they start coming up, I can use the Mollyhawk on them. Mollymawk. What did I say? Mollyhawk? Mollymawk. Yeah. All right. I'm sitting at 5 amber, so unfortunately not enough to forge a key next turn. And I wish I could use that Ritual of Balance, but yeah, I'll just draw back up to 6 real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Man, I wish the KeyForge Siege my time didn't die out. Yeah, I feel you. I mean, KeyForge, I love it. I mean, it being on a hiatus right now isn't going to do it any help there. Where are you out of there, Dark Wolf? I'm curious. Yeah, I'm currently I'm in Detroit, and there are some fairly active people around. I haven't been too much playing this as much. I've been playing just mainly other games, but I think this still is a great game, and I really hope that when Fantasy Flight actually like picks it up again for the next set, that there'll be like a really strong in-person kind of thing, because I started playing this around like when COVID was already a thing, so like a lot of the in-person tournaments were shutting down. There's no game stores doing stuff, so there really isn't like anybody playing this in any official manner. So I really do hope that this game A comes back, and B, when it does, that it really has a cool and like more like, I don't know, in-person scene, because right now all I've played with other people has just been mainly online. Oh, you're out of Cali. Okay, nice. So yeah, what I just did my turn, right? So it's doing its turn. It only has 4 out of 6 amber, so it can't advance because the tide is high. I will draw 2 cards and see where that takes me. Oh, okay, so Shield Arm. They got a creature out, nice. And another creature, Crushing Arm. Oh boy. That's gonna be fun. So action, the Keyraken's highest power creature, which I guess is now the Crushing Arm. No, wait, Keyraken goes first. It reaps. We're out of Northern California. Okay. I'm surprised. I don't know. I guess it depends where you live. I'm surprised California doesn't have a bigger scene, but who knows? Like I say, I mean, the game's kind of in a hiatus right now, so that probably doesn't help too much. So the Keyraken's Crushing Arm is going to basically, both of these are the same, so it's just stealing 2 amber and placing it on there, capturing. And yeah, that's it for my turn, the Keyraken's turn. So I'll ready all that stuff up. They have 5 amber, so they can't advance, which is going to be nice for me. But back to over here. I don't know what I want to do. If your opponent has no amber. Otherwise, I could steal some amber. This is a tough situation, because I'd love to take out, both of these creatures. Oh, that one has taunt. Never mind, I don't even have a choice. Oh, shoot. Okay. Because I wanted to call Shadows and do some shenanigans. Yeah, I'm gonna call Shadows. Yeah. So first, I'll play Walk the Plank, which, since they have amber, lets me steal one. Thank you very much. Secondly, I will play Mug, which it has an amber symbol on it. Move 1 amber from a creature to your pool. I'll take... I'm going to just decide to not do that part of the card. I'm not... Because I did want to move that, but then you have to target with this whoever you take amber from. So I'm just not going to take amber from them because I have to target this guy. So, yeah. Because I want to do damage to them, because then they'll put them at 6 health and only 1 armor. Oh, but what am I thinking? But I can't even kill him this turn because Molly Mock is in shadows. I don't even know what I was thinking. Okay, so maybe I will do the 2 damage and take the amber from them. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I guess I can't do like a whole lot of my plan then. Oh no, I still might be able to do some stuff. It might be sacrificing this guy, but I'll still go through with what I did. Because now I still can fight. Well, first I'll use the ship. Tap that to steal more amber. I've been stealing a lot of amber from them. This Shadows is coming in clutch with this Evil Twin deck so far. Seems like it's kind of the strongest house of them. Untamed has been kind of alright. I mean, that Molly Mock is pretty powerful, so I definitely don't mind having some stronger creatures out. But yeah, still both of these guys. This guy has a crazy effect. When he reaps, deals 6 damage to a creature. That's insane. So what I was thinking is I was going to attack with this guy first, hit this. They'd be down to, oh shoot, they'd only be down. Oh no, they'd be down to 5 damage exactly. And then I could use that and I'd be able to finish them off. Okay, I'm going to do that. So first I'm going to use Gas Pipes Malone to fight this shield arm. So they're going to die, but it says before the fight, the creature Gas Pipe Malone fights captures 1 from its own side. Boom. Gas Pipes Malone is going down, but they dealt 1 damage on their way down, as well as taking out their armor, which is the main thing. Then I'm going to reap with Jackie Tar here. So because of their upgrade, I get 2 amber instead of just 1, and the reap ability lets me deal 6 damage to a creature, and I'll target that shield arm, which will kill them. I can gain that amber. And the shield arm says once it's destroyed, I deal 3 damage to the Keyraken. So it's actually warded, so that damage doesn't go through, but at least the Keyraken doesn't have a ward anymore. And that creature is dead. And I'm sitting at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 amber. Really good position. Shadows, like I said, has just been coming through real strong in this deck. And Untamed, too, has been slowly pulling its weight, which I'm very happy about. So that's the end of my turn. I'm going to draw 2 more cards up and see where that leaves me. Okay, 3 Unfathomable, 3 Untamed. I like that. I like having options, and there's like both houses would be decent options to go down. So the Keyraken does not have enough amber to advance, so it's just going to draw 2 cards. First one is a Grappling Tentacle. I know this one has a play effect. If the tide is low, so it captures 3 amber. That's fun. Yeah, that's fun. Not really. I needed that amber. What is this one? So tied down. Put 1 of my creatures on the bottom of my deck. If the tide is high, the Keyraken archives the card. Put 1 of my creatures on the bottom of the deck. That means it's either Jackie Tar, who have got buffed out with all of these upgrades, or I take down Molly Mock. I don't want to take either of them down because Molly Mock's like 8 health and 8 power. Jackie Tar is a 4/4, but that has that really good reap ability where I reap and just do 6 damage to a creature. That's kind of insane, right? It's kind of insane. But one of them has to, I guess, go to the bottom of my deck, so I'll choose this one. It's not the end of the world. I'll probably go Unfathomable next turn, and I got a lot of creatures in hand, so I'm not too worried, but we'll see. Keyraken goes, they gain an amber, and then they use their creatures next. So this Crushing Arm is going to target the least powerful creature. It would hit Jackie Tar. Do they have Skirmish? They do not, and Jackie Tar is elusive, so luckily they're not going to actually take any damage, and they will deal 4 damage in return. So that will be a nice hit to the Crushing Arm to be at the point where if they reap again, it would be enough to finish them off. So that's pretty nice. At this point, oh god, both of these Swift Currents are going to go. The Keyraken's highest powered creature is going to capture basically 2 amber for me. That's so annoying. I'll take them down here in like a turn or 2 though, so I'm not terribly worried. But now I can't forge a key. Oh my god. Okay, so that's it for their turn. Oh wait, yeah, that's it. It's like there's a card here, but that's their archived card for next turn that I'm gonna have a fun time with. Back to my turn. Yeah, like I said, I got 3 Unfathomable, 3 3 untamed, so I got options. After your opponent forges a key, give a +1 counter for each spent to forge that key. What? Give the Mookling a +1 counter for each amber spent to forge that key? I have 2 of these guys. That means each time they forge a key, both of these guys get 6 +1 counters. That's kind of crazy. Which they're not going to do this next round, so maybe I won't worry about that. This would give me amber. What would I get if I do any of these? Just a lot of creatures on the board, I guess. Well, this would get me creatures, but they could die. I'll do Unfathomable first. Yeah, seems like a good play. Really, I'm just going to be playing all 3 of these guys. So I got Hookmaster. I'm going to try to not leave Jackie on the end. And I'll put this guy and that guy. Sure. That's it for my turn because I can't use any artifacts. I'll ready everything up. Draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. They're Unfathomable. If I would have went Untamed, I would have had a full Unfathomable hand, but I didn't. So, whatever. I am sitting at only 5 amber, which isn't great, but whatever. Let's see what card they archived. Shield Arm. Oh, cool. Another one. Okay. They'll be alright. First card. This one. If the tide is high, I gain 3 chains. Oh no, that's not cool. And then the other card, Race to the Surface. Oh, this one's not fun either. This is the one that, yeah, for each time the Keyraken has advanced, they archive a card. So they archive 2 cards. Only nice side is I get to always draw 2 cards. Please be another Shadows. Oh, okay, because I really wanted to call Shadows this turn to try to take out that Crushing Arm if it doesn't take me out first. But I think no one can really hit Jackie Tar. Well, they could if he gets it twice, but I hope that doesn't happen. I was gonna say I don't think it can, but it can, and just I hope it doesn't. So the Keyraken drew both of its cards, so at this point it reaps, which puts it at 6 amber. Not a good place to be. Crushing Arm goes, so it's going to target the least powerful flank creature. So the both of those are tied. Sorry, I'm just looking at what both of these creatures do. I'll have it kill this one, the Hookmaster. Because this one just has a passive effect of when the tide is high, opponent's keys cost +4. So like, that's actually pretty good. Was it Portal Monger? I like that. Okay, so that was used. The most powerful non-flank creature. So at this point, that would be this guy. Oh wait. This guy went down. This guy does not have elusive, so he took 4 damage. So he's up to what? I have 4, so he's at 8 now. Put that back. Grab a 5. No, my bad. Yeah, he's almost dead. I forgot this guy doesn't have, this Crushing Arm doesn't have elusive. Then Grappling Tentacle is going to attack the most powerful non-flank creature, so that'd be this one here, which is just going to kill, unfortunately. But it will at least, my guy will do 2 damage going down swinging, so that's at least something. Because that guy does not have elusive, so I'm good with that. Both of these artifacts could be used to steal more of my amber. I'm getting it back this next round. It is going to be done. And that is it for the Keyraken's turn. They are sitting at 6 amber, but while my Portal Monger is still alive, they cannot forge next turn, so that's pretty nice. Ooh. I got some nice plays with Shadows this turn. 100% calling Shadows. Even though I only have 2 cards, this is going to be really good, I think. I'm actually kind of excited. Okay, so first I'll play Booby Trap, which I gain an amber. Deal 4 damage to a creature that's not on a flank. It'll be this Grappling Tentacle, which will kill it. And then I deal 2 splash damage. So that'll be 2 damage on their shield. I don't know, I'll just put it like that so I don't forget. And then 2 damage over here. That'll kill that guy as well. Just 1 Booby Trap killed both of them. And that means I'll get all of this amber back. Oh my gosh, how much is that? 2, 4, 6, 8. Just on those creatures alone. That's kind of bonkers. And, of course, best of all, each of these guys, since they're creatures, has some destroyed effect. So that's deal 3, and that's deal 3. So it's going to be 6 more damage. I guess just 6 damage. I'd say more damage. I haven't hit the Keyraken yet, but 6 damage on them. Wow, that was a great start. Okay. Then, this is perfect that this guy is still alive. So then I can play Scooped, which gains me an amber. Like, I need more amber. And then deal 2 damage to a creature. So I'll deal 2 damage to them. That breaks their shield and deals just 1 base damage. If it is not destroyed, which it isn't, it captures 1 from its own side, which is perfect, because then when Jackie Tar reaps, which they're going to do now, because of the upgrade, they will gain 2 amber instead of just 1. I have to start using my other amber, and then deal 6 damage to a creature. And I'm going to deal 6 damage to this guy and kill him. I'm going to gain this amber. Yeah. And this guy goes down, deal another 3 damage to the Keyraken. They're at 9 damage taken so far. And I'm sitting at a ton of amber. I don't even, 2, 4, I don't want to count it, but I kind of do. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So I could at least forge both of my keys next turn. And I can use the Flying Spectre, of course. So action, steal an amber if the tide is high. I don't mind if I do. I will do that, and I think that's all I can do. But man, that worked out perfectly with the booby trap into the Scooped, and then this guy reaping. Oh, that was pretty satisfying, I will admit. And I still have the jet. Okay, this deck's coming around. Maybe it was a bit slow to start, but I'm coming around on it. It's not bad. So yeah, I don't draw any cards because I'm still at 6 in my hand. Back to the Keyraken. They're going to first draw their 2 cards from the archive. First is a Lashing Tentacle. Fun. And then Behold Its Grandeur. The Keyraken gains 1 amber for each creature you control that shares a house with 1 or more of its neighbors. So, gains no amber. Now it's going to draw its 2 main cards. First one being Tidal Trouble, so it gains an amber. And then stun your most powerful creature and each creature that shares a house with it. If the tide is high, you may lower it instead. No, I'll stun a creature. I'll stun this Portal Monger. Oh, they're tied. Oh, I can choose then. Yeah, I'll choose that one. No one shares a house with it, so that's fine. And then their other card is another... Oh, I guess not another, because they don't have one right now. But a Whirlpool Eddy. So they're sitting at 6 amber. Then they're going to use both of these Swift Currents to steal more amber from me. Put it on this Lashing Tentacle, which I'm going to be able to kill probably pretty easily with some card out here. And then that's it for their turn. I can finally start spending some amber to forge some keys. My goodness. So 2, 4, and whoops, 6. Lets me, whoops, I'm just throwing stuff everywhere. Lets me forge a key. I still have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 amber left over. That is awesome. Oh man, I gotta point this out real quick. I don't know if this is much of a brag, but these inserts, these little holders up here, I custom made them. Shout out to the Foam Core subreddit. I'm on Reddit like a ton, and there's a subreddit called Foam Core where you make like board game inserts and other stuff, but it's mainly board game people making inserts out of this like foam core type material. And I just like use like a straight edge, and then I use hot glue to make them, and it's pretty fun. I do have a 3D printer, and I have 3D printed inserts before, but I made these like at a point when my printer was like not working, and I wanted to have an insert for KeyForge, so I just made these, and they're not the prettiest looking, but they work really well, and I like using them a lot. So just figured I'd quickly brag about those. See, I forged a key. At this point, I can choose a house to call. If I have a way to get rid of that tentacle, I might try to. Yeah. Okay, I might wait to call Unfathomable, because I can do this. I can call Untamed, play All Tied Up. I just now got that card's name, All Tied Up. If the tide is high, gain an amber, and it has a base amber on it, so that'll be 2 for me. And then I could play both of these Mooklings. I don't want to play them on the edge, so I'm just gonna play them both over there. I can use my Ritual Bounce, finally, to take one of their amber, since they have 6 or more. And then that's all I can do with Untamed, but I'm in a pretty good position, I think. I took 3 Untamed card. That's the second time where I've had 3 and 3. I chose a house, and whatever house I chose, I drew 3 more. It's like, if I would have played Unfathomable, I would have got a full hand of Untamed, but there's no way I could have known that, so I'm not gonna beat myself up. They only have 5 amber, so they can't advance. With my Portal Monger out, it costs them 10 amber to advance, so they're not gonna be doing that anytime soon, hopefully. They have nothing in their archive, so they're only gonna be drawing 2 cards. First one being a Slippery Arm. All right. Second one being a Crushing Arm. Okay, finally more creatures coming out. The Lashing Tentacle is going to target the most powerful creature, which is tied for these 2. So I'll have it target Jackie-Tar, mainly because they're elusive. So they'll take no damage. This guy that's attacking has Skirmish, which means they're taking no damage. So it's just nothing happened pretty much. Both of these Swift Currents are going to be used to steal more of my amber. Put it on there. Sorry, I guess capture more of my amber. Put it on the Crushing Arm. And then Whirlpool Eddy's going to go off. Stun and exhaust one of my creatures that is not already stunned. I guess the Mookling. Whatever. And that's it for the Keyraken's turn. So then... it's my turn. And I can forge another key. So 2, 4... and 6, whoops, lets me forge my 3rd key, which normally in a game of KeyForge, that's it, game over, but not quite. All that does for me is just makes the Keyraken have no more armor, so now I have to just take out the last 21 of their health, and they have base like 3, like they deal 3 when they attack, so I have to keep that in mind, but just looking at my options here. Now I just need to just pretty much deal as much damage as possible. So I almost want to let them... I don't know how I would do that. I was going to say I almost want to let them go ahead and forge a key, because then my Mooklings would each gain like a ton of power counters, and then I could just like 2-hit them. But with my Portal Monger alive, I can't really do that. So I'm going to try to get him out of that. So I'm going to call Unfathomable. First off, I'll use them to unstun them, so I can use them at some point. So the tide is high, so I'm going to use first Abandoned Ship, which gains me an amber, and it says return a creature to its owner's hand. If the tide is high, return 4 creatures to their owner's hand. Yeah, I'll choose all these. So give me all my amber back. Jeez. I forget, its owner's hand, I think it just, yeah, for the Keyraken, it just goes in its archive. But still, that's really nice for me. That's, like, really nice. Yeah, I'll play Call of the Void, which I have to exhaust a creature. I will just exhaust my Mookling. I don't know, it doesn't really change much. Oh, just a discard Wrath of Ruin. Don't need it. And yeah, that's all I can do. But let me draw back up real quick. Up to 6. So 2, 4, 6. Hey there, Brad. Glad to see the stream. Consider buying a KeyForge deck on sale for the solo version. Can you mix cards with different decks in this game? Technically, you can, and there is a game mode out there for mixing decks and kind of creating your own. I think it's called like KeyForge Cube, I think is what it's kind of called. I don't know if that stands for something or like cube, like a like a 3D square. But most of the time, you really kind of can. But like each card has the deck like name on the bottom, and it has it on the back, and it has its own art. So I mean, if you mix cards, you technically could, but you'll be able to easily tell like which cards are from which decks, and you'll have stuff kind of mixing and matching. So game modes like that do exist, and that is a thing. But at its heart, KeyForge is just made to be played with. You get a random deck and you play it, you learn it. It has a lot of quirks. A lot of KeyForge decks may not be great, or they might have just like some weird combo that you have to kind of figure out. And I think that's really one of the thing that makes KeyForge so unique, is just finding what makes a deck good, or if the deck even is good, or if it's bad, because each deck is 100% unique, and they all have weird kind of wacky names. So I mean, I do recommend this. Like the print and play modes are great, but yeah, as far as like mixing cards from different decks, yeah, there is a game mode for that. But at its heart, it's made to be played with just the deck that it kind of came with. Unmodified. So yeah, but I definitely recommend this game. It's great. Like I said earlier, if you were here, game is kind of in a hiatus right now. It's in a weird spot, but it should be coming back hopefully at sometime soon. And if it does, they're supposed to be doing a digital mode, which there already is a website called The Crucible, which is like a fan-made website where you can kind of play KeyForge online. It's great. I support them on Patreon. It's a great site. I've used it a lot in the past. So if you want to play online, that is an option. And I think it's still free. And yeah, but they're going to make hopefully an official one at some point. So yeah, it makes sense. So I could play the Keyraken with different decks instead. Makes sense. So you could play the different decks. Yeah, you can play the Keyraken with whichever decks you want. Yeah, you could make your own deck, mix cards from different decks. But yeah, like with this stream, I just opened these decks fresh. These are decks I've never seen before. So yeah, this one's completely new to me, but it's been fun. And yeah, the Keyraken is really cool. So you can play it solo, like I am, or like I mentioned earlier, you can play it with other people. And at that point, it's co-op. The Keyraken scale. So instead of like 30 health, it's 30 health per player. And a lot of things are like however much amber it needs. It's like 6 amber per player. So it does scale with player counts. I've never played it with more people, I don't think. But yeah, it's a fun solo thing. Like I said, it isn't official. Like you can't buy it. It's official, but you can't buy it in stores. You have to print and play it yourself, or like go to some website. Like I don't know. There's websites out there where you can like email and PDFs and get it printed on actual like nice card stock. So that's an option. But yeah, it's definitely a fun game. Yeah, I'm do the Keyraken's turn, play all their cards from their archive. The creatures I just kind of stole from them, or I guess made them take back. And then let's see what their new 2 cards are. Titanic Maw. Oh god, I hate this card. At least it's been this late in the game till I've seen it, so that's kind of nice. It basically makes it so instead of the Keyraken reaping each round, they're going to attack. And when they attack, they also attack with 3 splash damage to each neighbor of the creature it attacks. So it's bad news. And then Grappling Tentacles. So the tide is high, so it's going to capture 3 amber for me. Amber I really don't even need anymore. It's kind of, I have all the keys I need. I just got to start dealing damage to the Keyraken to get it down to 0. So yeah, both of these Swift Current well, actually the Keyraken's going to go first. The most powerful creature is what it's going to target. So I'll have it target Jackie. It'll deal 3 damage. They're elusive, so they'll take no damage. And then it's going to deal 3 splash damage. So unfortunately, this Mookling's going to go. And this Portal Monger, thankfully, is going to stay alive. It's 1 health left, but it's still alive. And then yeah, each artifact's used. So it's going to steal 2 more amber and put it on its crushing arm, because that's its highest creature. It's going to stun and exhaust one of my creatures. Yeah, I don't want Jackie Tar to be stunned or exhausted, so yeah, that's it for the Keyraken's turn. Okay, I need to start dealing damage. They're at 9, or at least to the creatures, because then that inherently just deals damage to it, so that's one thing I could do. Right now, I'm looking pretty good with... I got Jackie Tar to do some damage, but I don't have any... Ooh. Oh, this card seems really good for... Can we zoom in a bit? This card seems really good for the Keyraken. So we got Untamed, Persistent Hunting. Play, choose a house, exhaust each enemy creature of the chosen house. Normally in a game, when you're playing against somebody, they have like 3 different houses that they could have creatures of. But the Keyraken, they're all the same house. So if I play this, all their creatures are exhausted. That's pretty nice. It's not super helpful. The 4 least powerful creatures. 1, 2, 3, 4. I kind of want to go Untamed because that seems like the way to go. I really want to go Shadows just to use Jackie Tar, but I need to get more creatures down to start doing some damage. So I will go Untamed. I'll play this Persistent Hunting first to get my Amber and yeah, do the thing where I'm just going to literally exhaust every single one of their creatures so they can't do anything next round. I'll play Assert Dominance. So for the remainder of the turn, friendly creature gains Skirmish. I don't have any creatures to target, so like, whatever. Oh, ready and fight with that creature. Oh, wait. I'm gonna wait to play that because first I'll unstun the Mookling, right? And then I'll play this on the Mookling, so they're skirmished, and then they can ready and fight with them. I don't know, I guess I'll attack the 9 and just do 2 damage to it, I guess, you know, something. And add skirmish, so it doesn't take any damage. Then I will play the Deepwater Gruin, which gives me 2 Amber. Like, I really don't need it, but it is a 5 power creature, so that's mainly what I need out of this scenario. And then Thin the Herd. Yeah, I'll play Thin the Herd. That'll help me some. So I'll capture... Let's try to think where I want to capture from. There, and then the 3... What is it? 4 least powerful creatures. So this is 1... 2, 3, and 4. I'll have to go. Well, rip those guys, but... Are these... What is this? I'm so sorry. What is this? Oh, shuffle them back into the owner's deck. Dang it, they aren't destroyed, but... At least more creatures I don't have to deal with at this moment. I guess I'm just kind of postponing the inevitable. Let me shuffle these away real quick. Get a quick sip of water. So that's it for my turn. So I gotta draw back up to... I forgot I had chains. I've had chains for so long. That is one thing, whenever I play this game, I almost always forget about for some reason. So for those of you who don't know, chains is a kind of like a handicap they add to this game that either you can get from like cards or that you can add yourself if like your deck's really good. You can like kind of handicap your deck to make it a bit more balanced. Basically just limits the number of cards you draw at the end of your turn. So I should have been drawing to 5 instead of 6. So I will start doing that. My bad. Okay, so these guys, yeah, they don't ready. Nothing in their archive, so they're just going to draw 2 cards for the Keyraken's turn. First one, Into the Abyss. They gain an Amber. And then it says, discard my hand and draw 4 cards instead. I may lower the tide. I don't want to lower the tide, so I'll just discard my hand and draw 4 instead. 1, 2, 3. Yes, shadow cards. Yes, 4 shadow cards. That's awesome. The other card, Primordial. Keyraken gains... Oh, okay. So this modifies its Reap effect, but right now it has Titanic Maw. And that Titanic Maw is not going to go away, I don't think, for the rest of the game. So that other effect is like never going to happen? I don't know, that's kind of weird, because it's always going to fight if it can, and it does have that Maw, so... I don't know. So then both of these Swift Currents are going to go, and this Crushing Arm is going to capture 2 more Amber. Whirlpool Eddy has to stun and exhaust somebody. Unfortunately, it's going to be the Deepwater Gruin, because I'm trying to keep Jackie Tar as safe as possible. And then that's it for the Keyraken's turn. Boom. And then back to me. I'm definitely calling shadows, obviously. So none of these are like alpha or anything crazy like that. He's not even letting me deal damage? Oh my god. Oh, I'll do Ransack first. Okay. So I'll play Ransack, steal an amber, and then discard the top card of my deck. If it's shadows, do it again. Dang, it's not shadows. I think last time I got pretty lucky. I did get at least one like redo of that, because if it was shadows, I get to use that card again. But whatever. I still have 3 more cards. They're all pretty decent. Yeah, it's like I don't even want to use these. It's just gonna postpone. I just don't have enough, like, I don't have enough like attack strength to really do damage to this guy. I can steal all their amber, like stall this game out, but oh man. Sorry, I'm looking at these guys. Okay, so I'll play Monty Bank. I get to exalt them twice when I put them into play. Okay. Loot or pillage. I'll play that. I guess I'll pillage. At this point, I don't even know. I'll just capture 3 amber, and then played One-Eyed Willa. Sure, play him over here. Okay. I can use the Flying Spectre, since the tide is high, to steal their last amber. They're not going anywhere, but I don't know if I'm really going anywhere either. So I can at least use Jackie Tar. I can reap with them. That'll gain me 2 amber, like I need it. And then, more importantly, since the tide is high, they will deal 6 damage, and I will target this grappling tentacle, which will kill it, giving me some amber back, which I don't really need, but it will deal 3 more damage to the Keyraken. So that's something. Yeah, that is gonna be it for my turn. Ready all my guys up. Jackie Tar and their freaking 2 upgrades. And then I gotta draw 5 cards, since I still have some chains left. I'll have to do that at least next turn as well. Okay, so oops, sorry. Let's see what I get. Untamed, okay. So either Unfathomable or Untamed is what I can kind of go. I just want some creatures to do. Okay, Mollymawk. I should probably go Untamed then. You know, when it's actually my turn. So Keyraken draws 2 cards. Let's see what they get. First one, Left in Its Wake. They gain an amber. I exhaust my most powerful creature, and each creature that shares a house with it. So that would just be the Gruen. The tide is high. It also archives a card. Cool. Fun stuff. The Evil in the Ranks. Deal 3 damage to each of my flank creatures. So 3 damage to them, and it takes out One-Eyed Willow. Rip. And if the tide is high, archive a card. Okay, that's going to make next turn just awful. So Crushing Arm is going to go. It's the least powerful flank creature. So it's going to target Monty Bank. Yeah, they can't actually do anything. Oh, but Monty's going to deal damage in return. You go, Monty. Because they're elusive, so they take no damage. This arm is not skirmish, so they're now at 3 out of 9, which puts me in a good position to use Jackie Tar here in a hot bit to take them out. Because they're going to steal 2 more amber. I really don't care about that. And the stupid Whirlpool Eddy is going to keep going, hopefully for the last time. It's going to stun Monty Bank. Yeah, I don't really care. I mean, I do care, but like, I don't know, it could be worse, I guess. And that's it for the Key. Oh, the Keyraken actually has to go. My goodness, I kind of did that out of order. My bad. Oh boy, that kind of changes some stuff. Okay, and what did they target? The most powerful creature. Oh, okay, so they're going to attack the Gruen and kill it. Not great, because they're going to do splash damage to Jackie Tar. Jackie has 2 health left. Okay. Yeah, I forgot about that earlier. My bad. So I'll refresh all of these. And yeah, we're back to my turn. I think, yeah, I'll probably go Untamed. Because I want to play the Mollymawk. Yeah. Which I'll play, which lets me destroy an artifact. I'm destroying that stupid Whirlpool Eddy. I'm so sick of it, man. And I'll play the Mookling over there to maybe protect the Mollymawk a bit. Can't use my Ritual Balance, so that is it for my turn. And I still only draw back up to the 5. This is the last turn I'll have to do that. Excuse me. 2 cards from its archive. Tenacious Arm. Okay. Behold its grandeur. The Keyraken gains 1 amber for each creature you control that shares a house with 1 or more of its neighbors. So it gains 2 amber from that. It's the first time it's actually gained amber from that card. It's moving up in the world. And then it actually draws its 2 cards. Another Tenacious Arm and Emergence. So it gains an amber. And then destroy 1 of my artifacts and exhaust 3 of my creatures. Huh. Okay. I'll destroy this artifact because that one's pretty useless. And exhaust 3 of my creatures. Yeah, that one, that one, that one. I guess that's not terrible. Could have been worse. Crushing Arm is going to go. It's going to target the least powerful flank creature. So once again, it's going to hit Monty. And since Monty's elusive, he's going to take no damage and we'll deal 1 damage in return. Both of these Swift Currents are going to go to take 2 more of my amber and put it on this stupid Crushing Arm. I keep forgetting that Keyraken is supposed to go before all that. My bad. I keep getting just too into it. So then it's going to attack the most powerful creature. No. This isn't good. Yeah, I forgot the Keyraken's supposed to do that. The most powerful creature, that's the Mollymawk. Which isn't bad on its own, but then it deals 3 splash damage to each of its neighbors. That's gonna kill Jackie Tar. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. Okay, so they'll gain all their amber back. I mean, I still have a Mookling out, so if they advance, like, I'll be able to benefit a little bit from that. Yeah, Jackie Tar is dead. No, the Mookling's dead too because of the splash damage. Oh, this game is, this is over, I think. Jeez, okay. Well, that's now all for the Keyraken's turn. They have 2, 4, 6, 8 amber, so they will be emerging next round if I don't stop them, which... Everybody's exhausted and I have no creatures and it still has like, what, I've only done 12 damage, so it still has 18. Yeesh. And wow, I have like no creatures in my hand. What is it? 2, 4, 6, 8. I mean, I guess I'll go Unfathomable. Play this, gain an amber. I will play this, gain an amber, lets me look at my opponent's hand. They don't have a hand to look at. My opponent cannot ready cards next round. I'll place that up there so I actually like remember what's going on. And then place a Portal Monger, which prevents them at least 1 more round from advancing. I can actually draw back up to 6 cards now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ready all my guys up. And back to over here. They can't advance because they only have 2, 4, 6, 8. And they need 10 now because of my Portal Monger. Yeah, that's saving me a little bit. But honestly, I feel like that's just postponing. I don't think there's a way out for me in this game because I just don't have enough damage to really take out the Keyraken. But we'll see. They draw 2 cards because they can't advance, and they got a Lashing Tentacle. I'll put this a little bit further somewhere else. And Race to the Surface. Oh, lordy. So they're gonna like archive 2 cards. but then that lets me draw 2 cards, so that's something. See, a lot of these cards I have are like, put creatures back in their hand, or put them back in the deck, and like that doesn't do me any good. Like, it's just, I need to get these creatures killed so I can use their effect and take out the Keyraken. Okay, so it did its cards. I need to make sure to use the Keyraken first this time. It's gonna be targeting the most powerful creature and doing some splash damage. So it's taking out the Mollymawk and Monty. This is bad. Bad. And then now its creatures are gonna be used. So the least powerful flank creature. So that arm can't be used, so it's just going to reap instead. This reaps, both of these reap, so it gets 2 and then it steals 2. Keyraken went from having like no amber to a massive amount, and then it's gonna steal 2 more on its most powerful creature. Oh my goodness. And that's it for the Keyraken. Boom and boom. All right. This card is no... Oh, wait. So actually, none of these ready up because of this. Yeah, cannot ready cards. Okay, so that buys me a round of silence, I guess. But, like, what good is it? Like, what am I to do? I can play a Mookling, I guess. Because they're going to forge next turn. So, yeah, I'll call Untamed. Please play a Mookling. Well, maybe I won't want to yet. 4 least powerful creatures into the deck. Yeah, I don't like that. Should I get rid of all these creatures? I don't know. Okay, so I'll play Thin the Herd. I've already calling Untamed this round. Thin the Herd lets me first off gain an amber and capture an amber. Then I have to shuffle the 4 least powerful creatures into their decks. So that's, unfortunately, my Portal Monger. I mean, they were going to forge anyway next turn, so that's why I'm not too worried about them going down. Because they also lose all 3 of these guys. So that's the main reason, is then I could try to just focus on that, whatever that is, crushing arm over there, and see if I could take that out. That's not really the best shuffle in the world, but whatever. This is coming to a close quickly, I think, and not in my favor. I can play the Mookling, and yeah, I can Persistent Hunting again, even though everybody's already like exhausted, so it doesn't matter. I have Assert Dominance, which lets me creature gain Skirmish, and I could fight with them. Like, I might as well. The Mookling can gain Skirmish and fight. Deal 2 more damage to this arm. Something, I guess. And then that will be it for my turn. Draw 2 more cards. Growth Surge. Okay. And that. So the Keyraken will now forge. Or I guess they'll rise to the surface. 2, 4, 6 amber. To go up another level. And the tide lowers. And then because of that... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power counters go on my Mookling there. I don't know if it'll be enough because they have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 amber still. We'll see. We'll see if I can pull some miracle. I think next round might be the last turn. So they have Drag to Your Doom. Purge your most powerful creature. Are you serious? If the tide was high, I could lower it. But it's not. So my Mookling, which is like my whole plan, my one saving grace that could maybe help me out, just got purged. And then if the tide is low, heal 16. Yeah, this game is straight up over. Because they still have to draw 2 more cards. I mean, I'll still try, but next round's probably going to be my last one for this game. They gain another amber. Deal 1 damage to each of my creatures. I don't have any creatures. My goodness. If the tide is high, it's not. Okay. The Keyraken can't do any of that, so it's going to reap, and it archives a card because of its other thing. Oh, it does lose its Titanic Maul because at the end of the turn, I don't have any creatures left. So that's something, I guess. It's back to my turn. If I don't have a way to steal 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, I gotta steal somehow like 7 amber. They have to lose 7 amber for me to win. Let's see if it's possible. So I think the only way I could do this is shadows. And it's possible. Very unlikely, but it's possible. So I'll start out Flying Spectre. No, I'll spend 2 amber. Raise the tide. Boom. Now I'll use Flying Spectre. So let me steal an amber. So that's 1. I had to steal 7. Walk the plank. Since my opponent has amber, I can steal 1. So we're making way. And this is where it's gonna come down to some massive RNG for Ransack. So I'll steal another amber. That's 3. So then show the top card of my deck. If it's shadows, there's still a chance because I get to do it again. So then I get to take another amber and show another card. I have to do this, I think, 2 more times for me to be successful. I'm stealing another amber. So wait, they have how many now? 2, 4, 6, 7. I have to do it 2 more times. Please be 2 more shadow cards. There's no way. I've already gotten so lucky. Yeah. Gosh dang it. I was so close. That was really lucky. Yeah, that's all I can do. And they're gonna surface. And the Keyraken's gonna get to the surface and just wreak havoc. Because, I don't know, evil twin of Caruncle Dead End's Tinker couldn't do shit against him. So, that's a shame. But that was fun. This deck, maybe not the best in the world. It seemed like it had some really interesting things to do in it. Like some kind of cool combos. I was really liking some of the stuff I was able to kind of pull off, especially with that one Jackie Tar and like adding the upgrades to them. That was really cool. Yeah, this was fun. I'm glad it took way longer than I anticipated, so I'm definitely not gonna be able to play through the Keyraken twice. So I'm gonna take a quick break and tear all this down. Not tear all this down, but just put away the Keyraken stuff. Now get out the Abyssal Conspiracy cards, and then I'll be back. I'll unpack the other deck, get it shuffled up, and be back in a few minutes. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Solo Gaming Sunday KeyForge Edition. I'm going to be playing some Abyssal Conspiracy once I kind of fix my stuff here. Hold on. Get these a bit more in shot. My head's in the way. Okay. So, I also forgot the other thing I got to do real quick. Give me like... It's too quick to jump the gun here. Got other stuff I got to do. Maybe I gotta move these out of the way because I have to actually use the area like in front of my player board now. Because that's where their new battle line is gonna be. Put that in low tide. Now we're ready to go. So, well, first off, I will be playing with my other deck here. Edris, Ramming Speed, Wandroslin. The other thing I didn't really mention this earlier, so each deck is unique. It's got its own unique name, and it's also got this it's got like a little card art on the back that it's kind of hard to see, but just some like cool looking figure looking thing. And yeah, it's like randomly generated. It's unique. It's pretty neat. Just adds a bit more flavor to the deck, I guess. So, Abyssal Conspiracy. Let me read. There's like some flavor text that I should have read for the Keyraken. I kind of forgot. I'll read it for the Abyssal Conspiracy to kind of set the mood here. So the Abyssal Conspiracy, it has like a section in the rules. It says story so far. The very first line, it says, the Keyraken has been vanquished. Yeah, no, it hasn't. I absolutely failed at this. I guess this is kind of a sequel to that. I kind of forgot about that. That's why I maybe kind of remembered that. That's why I played it second. But yeah, no, I didn't vanquish it at all. So it's already a lie, but whatever. We'll pretend that I vanquished it. So, the story so far. The Keyraken has been vanquished, but it's not the only threat. While the Archons defeated the mythical beast, a red-eyed member of the Vortelexion's crew sabotaged the ship, gloating that the remaining seals would soon be opened and that their residence would spread throughout the Crucible. The villain escaped justice and fled into the ocean. Captain Fermi has returned the ship to the surface for repairs, but so many questions remain. Where did this villain come from? What seals are being opened and by whom? Will the Archons ever catch a break? Fortunately, Merkins has some answers. He found a whisper couch? Conch. A whisper. I was like, what is a whisper couch? A whisper conch left behind by a cultist who was able to hack the cultist's telemessaging system. Through it, he learned about the seals that the one World Breaker cult is opening. It's a good name for a cult, World Breaker cult. The cult made or found or captured a sonic device called the Vault Binder, which is the key to open the locks that hold back a residence from another world. The cultists no longer need the Vault Binder to open the remaining seals, but if the artifact could be found, a key can also lock what it can unlock. So clearly, the Keyraken's release was only one piece of some larger conspiracy. The cult's ranks are growing with evil twins from another dimension, and the cultists clearly do not want the crew of the Vertixalon to get in their way. Unfortunately for them, the Archons are coming to find the Vault Binder and put an end to their scheme. Some story text for you. But how it starts is there's no keys for me to forge, and I am going to be represented by this little, I'm going to use the chain tracker thing up here. And there's like a map over here, a 3x3 map, and it's pretty cool. It's almost like very Arkham horror card game style, if you've ever played that. If not, just did a stream of that the other week, and because I'll be moving around, and basically the objective for this is I have to find the Vaultbringer thing that they were talking about, which is like this artifact, and then I have to find the gate and unlock it. There's like some gate, but more or less somewhere in this, so it's like this map is built of different depth ranges. So we got like depth 1, depth 2, and the depth 3. So I mean, I've played this before and I know. So basically how it goes is somewhere in depth 2 is the Vaultbringer, and I gotta find it, and then somewhere in the final depth of the ocean is where I have to take it to, and like spend some amber to do so. But the cultists, along the way, they have their own deck of cards that they'll be drawing from, like the Keyraken, just 2 a turn. And they'll be spending their amber to fill in, it's like, this little cool thing here, and basically, yeah, it starts 2 amber, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they have this deck of seals that they'll be kind of adding to this, and they are very annoying and bad, and I don't want them to happen. So hopefully we'll be drawing not a lot of those, but I'm gonna start out by drawing my starting hand of 6 to see what I get. I have not really looked at any of the cards in this deck, so we'll see if I get some good stuff or not. I just know, yeah, it has the same houses as the other one, which is fine, but I would have preferred some variety. So let's see, 2, 4, 6. Kind of got 2 of each house, so it's an even spread. Yeah, I'll probably keep it. Yeah, I'll keep it. Okay. So the main thing is on my turn, so I don't have my keys. Instead, I use my amber that I have to move around. So on my turn, instead of like the very first thing you do on your turn is forge a key if you can, but on my turns I can move, and it's basically I can move. If I move sideways, that costs 2 amber, or if I move downwards, that costs 4 amber to do. And if I want to move up, that's a free thing to do, but then I'll have to pay amber to go back down. So I'm gonna try avoid moving up. There's nothing I really need to get from these first 2 depths, so I might just like try to go down as soon as possible. They do have some benefits if I remember correctly, like the depths, the levels, top ones, so I might go for those. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll just kind of start getting right into it. So I'll probably start out with shadows. I will start out with shadows. I'll call shadows, play Freebooter Fae, because their play effect lets me raise the tide, and having a high tide is just always a good thing. And then One-Eyed Willa, while the tide's high, will gain Elusive and Skirmish. Perfect. So play both of those, and that is going to be it for my first turn. So I'll draw 2 more cards. Okay, another Mollymawk. Interesting. I got another Jackie Tar in this deck. I really liked that card last time, so I'm really pumped to have it again. I know I already got damage to this card. Okay, so over here on their turn, draw their cards. Senator Brackus. It's a evil twin. And then Fuzzy Gruen. So they drew 2 creatures. That's annoying, but that's it for their turn. So artifacts will be attached to locations. So there's like no like enemy player. So they'll just be attached to different locations. And yeah, creatures, they're like just go in front of me, and they're always just kind of engaged. So that's fun. Just try to figure out what I want to do here. What is this? What is this? What am I listening to? What was that? I don't know. I don't know if y'all were hearing that. There was just, I don't know if that was like the end of a song or the beginning, but it was just like police sirens and like almost like, that was weird. I don't know. I don't know if that was the end of it. I don't know what that was. That was really odd. Okay, my bad. I was like, what am I listening to? And that just kind of dawned on me. Weird. So I think I'll start out. I will call Untamed. I'll play Mollymawk. So lets me destroy an artifact. Unfortunately, there's none to destroy. Because then I could do the Fittest. Play that. That gains me an amber. And I can give each friendly creature a +1 counter. So that's really nice to get everybody beefed up a bit. Because then I could play Assert Dominance, which for the remainder of the turn, if someone gains Skirmish, I'll choose this Mollymawk, because then I can ready the creature and fight with them. And so they're at a 6 power, so I can go ahead and just take out the Fuzzy Gruen, the evil Fuzzy Gruen. And it is dead. So, cool. That's all I can do for my turn, so I will draw 3 more cards, and we'll be on our way. Ooh, Shoulder-Eyed. That's a fun card. So back to over here. So there's their first artifact. Artifacts aren't terrible, but it's just like when they start building up at your location, it gets old quick. So I don't want too many of them to hop up. So they get their first amber. The Conspiracy archives X cards, where X is the current depth. So yeah, they also very fun. They get to archive cards as well, so that's fun. And yeah, then I forget. I'm pretty sure it always goes creatures then artifacts, but at least that's how the Keyraken works. I just want to make sure that's correct here. Each creature. Yeah, it goes creature then artifact. Okay, I was just double checking. So Senator Baracus is used. And they're not even fighting. They're going to reap. And it's going to exalt them and my least powerful creature. Okay. So they're just making their seals cheaper. To the point that they could actually... The Conspiracy could open their first seal next turn. Which is going to happen, but I would like to avoid it at all costs. Because it's kind of the whole point. And it's bad. So, yeah. So that's it for... Oh, wait, they got to use their artifact, which is the Riptide Turret. And I have to discard a random card from my hand. Way of the Pixie. Dang it. Okay, that's fine-ish. I have another Mollymawk? Ooh, this deck has two. Okay. I could get behind that. Hmm. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to decide what I want to do here. Because it's my turn now. I basically want to call Shadows, I think is what I want to do. Because I think here's my plan. Oh, this might actually work out a little bit better than I anticipated. Okay. So first I'm going to play... Okay, I'm going to move these boys down. Play Jackie Tar, Shoulder Id. Cool. Because then I want to use both of these. I'm going to have the One-Eyed Willa fight Senator. And their ability lets me steal an Amber, which is nice. And doesn't do any damage because they're elusive. But I planned for that. I have Skirmish, so no damage was taken. But their elusive has now been dropped. And I could fight with Freebooter Fae here and take them out and still live, surprisingly, because I have I forgot I had the +1 for my card I used earlier, so I will take 4 damage, still barely be living, but hey, Freeboot Fae will keep on rocking. That's it for my turn. I will ready everybody up, and let's see, I gotta draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I got kind of a split hand of either Unfathomable or Untamed. It's nice to have options. I always like having the nice 3 and 3. Yeah. Okay. So back here, they're archive cards first. So it's a Deep Priest. It's a 6 health. That's going to be kind of annoying. And then they're going to do their 2 normal cards. Okay. They got Merkins. This is Evil Merkins. Play if your team controls more creatures at your location than the Conspiracy, which I definitely do. Conspiracy archives a card. Okay. This guy is exhausted, and then one more card. Another Riptide turret. Yikes. So then creatures go. They're both exhausted, so nothing. And then Riptide turret happens twice, so I lose 2 cards from my hand. Let's see what I lose. Maelstrom and Hookmaster. Well, I guess I'll be going Untamed then. I think that was kind of what I was leaning towards, but it's now been decided. So that's it for the Conspiracy's turn. Ready up their creatures. It's back to me. And at this point, I'm definitely trying to move away from this location, especially because there's 2 artifacts here. Like, I keep making me lose cards every turn, so I'm going to avoid that. So I will spend 2 amber. Or no, I got to spend 4 to descend. It's not 2. 2 is to go adjacent. Well, yeah, I could hop adjacent still and then pop down at another point. So I could either go left or right. I'll spend 2 amber to hop to the right and see where that takes me. So that's the Krill Garden. I thought that was Kill Garden. While the tide is high, my creatures gain 1. Okay, so whenever I reap now, I'll get an extra amber. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Okay. I should have played Mollymawk when I was still at that last place. Whatever. I could have destroyed a artifact, but it's not the end of the world. So I definitely will call Untamed because I have a lot of Untamed cards. I'll play Mollymawk first. I guess it really doesn't matter where. I might play him. Oops, that I think is on that card. Moving these down because I want to play this Mollymawk over here. Lets me destroy an artifact. I don't have any to destroy. Youngest Bear. Yeah, I'll play them. I'm going to have to start playing my creatures on the next line because I'm just running out of room on my top battle line there. That tends to happen quite often in this game, where I just like don't have enough room on my little play mat here. And then I'll play this cool looking turtle guy. Play that down there. As far as untamed creatures, I can still use this Mollymawk. It has 6 power. Could take out either one. Oh, they have skirmish. Well, creature with the highest power. Yeah, I'm gonna have that Mollymawk take out the Steep Priest. I don't want it around anymore. It will go down in the process though, so rip. That's gonna be it for my turn. So I'll ready up everything and draw back up to 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Take a quick peek at what I got. So I got what, 4 Unfathomable? Okay. 2 of them being creatures, 2 of them being the same artifact. Ooh, that's a pretty good artifact though. All right, I'm excited. I'm excited. That's a good hand. And now, yeah, since I'm still here, whenever I reap with any of my creatures, I'll get that bonus effect. So I think it was a good thing that I went left or right first before going down. At this point, it's a Conspiracy's turn. First, they're going to grab their archived card, which is a Whirlpool Turret. And then they will draw 2 cards. First one lets them gain 2 amber. It says discard the top card of the adventure deck or the top 3 if the tide is low. I guess it would just be the top 1. Oh, it says what? Discard? Yeah. It archives each creature discarded this way. That was just a action, so nothing happens. And then this card, they gain another amber, and my team controls more creatures at my location than with Conspiracy, which I definitely do. Exhaust each creature on your team's, each of your team's creatures at your location? All of them? Wait, really? If my team controls more creatures than the Conspiracy, exhaust each of your team's creatures. Wow. That's annoying. Are you kidding me? Every single one of them? It wasn't just like, I don't know, of one house? All of them. Well, fun. Their creature is going to be used. Merkins. Merkins is going to attack the creature with the highest power. I believe it's my shoulder. Shoulder id. Which is just going to take 2 damage because they attack with skirmish, so whatever. And then the Whirlpool Turret artifact is going to go off. It says Conspiracy gains 1 amber, or if the tide is low, gain 2. So they gain 1 amber. And that will be it for the Conspiracy's turn. It's back to my turn. There's nothing I could do to prevent them from forging their first, or opening their first seal. So can't stop them there. Can't win them all, but I can get a lot of unfathomable stuff down. So I'm gonna play that. Oh, maybe actually I can. Maybe I spoke too soon. Well, I didn't read what this photic Raider, this guy. So I'll play them. And that lets me capture 2. Oh, that's really good then. Yeah, I can stop them. Because then I could play this artifact, which gains me an amber. And this artifact, which gains me an amber and lets me capture 1. That does stop them. Yeah, that's awesome. I will place this on the shoulder-eyed. Shoulder-eyed, I don't know how to pronounce it. And then I have a Hookmaster, which I could just play. Nothing I can use because they exhausted like everything. But yeah, that's still, I have a nice board, lots of creatures, some artifacts, creatures from each house. Just this deck seems better than the last, I'll say that much. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 2, 4, 6. Ooh, some of these cards look cool. I've never seen some of these. What is this, Tidal Wave? I've never seen that card before. Oh, I like the Seabringer. It's a good card to have. The Flumph. Awesome. Okay. So it is the Conspiracy's turn. They don't have enough amber to open a vault or a seal or whatever the heck's going on. So they're just gonna draw 2 cards. We'll see what happens. First, they get another Merkins, which their playability, whoops, that's exhausted, and their playability means they archive a card. And then we got Evil Twin Pete, Scout Pete, Texas Mesquite, and Merkins is going to go first, so they're going to attack for 2. My shoulder-eyed. That's it for them. Whirlpool Current is going to go, or whatever that. Whirlpool Turret. It's going to gain. They're going to gain 1 amber. Okay. I can't descend. Yeah, this sucks. It doesn't suck, but it's just not in the best position. But I think if I call Unfathomable, I could be in a good position. Or if I went, what is this? Each creature deals damage. Oh, that's a terrible. I don't want to use Infighting right now. Are you kidding me? I'm just going to throw away that card. Infighting is this is such a weird card. Like, there's been times I've been able to pull it off, but each creature deals damage equal to its power to its right neighbor. So, like, everybody, but that includes my creatures, and that's, no, I don't think I want that. At least not now. Like, their creatures aren't posing too much of a threat, and I have some pretty good board control. So I really should just probably call Untamed and take out some of these guys. Oh my gosh. I made a mistake. Well, this turtle guy I played, I never read its card. Excuse me. Never read its card. It says, after you play another creature, if the tide is high, gain an amber. I've played a bunch of creatures. At least 2. So I'm going to retroactively give myself 2. I'm sure I've played more. I mean, I know for a fact, at least last round, I played 2. So I will give myself at least 2. Well, that changes a lot then, because then I'll descend. Yeah. So I'll spend 4 and descend at the start of my turn. Please be the thing I need. Oh, it is. Oh my gosh. That's pretty nice. Okay. So I'm just looking at my options here. Is there any way for me to raise the tide besides the boring way? No. Well, because I want to raise the tides, because this is the... Oh, I'm sorry. I probably should zoom in a bit. Can you see that a little bit? I probably can't even read this still. The Sanatorium. This is actually the place of the number 2 depth that I needed to be. So once I get the tide high, I can grab the Vault Binder, which is like the first thing I need. So I need to do that. And there's no cards in my hand that really let me raise the tide. So I'm gonna gain 3 chains and just do it the old-fashioned way. So then, now that the tide is high, I could play the Vault Binder as if it were in my hand. So I'll play it. And that's the first thing I need now. I just need to gain some amber and then try to descend a bit lower and find the place I need to go, which I do remember. I think I need like 6 amber to get into. So I'll play Illusion of Grandeur, which really doesn't do much. I mean, it's going to give me an amber. Its ability won't matter. I'll play Tidal Wave. This may be a bad idea. I'll play Tidal Wave to gain an amber, destroy a creature and each of its neighbors. Boom, boom, boom. All dead in one go. One big tidal wave took him out. But, yeah, unfortunately, that will lower the tide for me after I just raised it, which isn't ideal. So I'll play this this Seabringer guy, and then I can't really use either of these artifacts because it's just exhaust a creature and artifact, and like there's nothing to exhaust, which is a good scenario for me to be in. That means things are pretty calm where I'm at. So I will probably just... Oh, I played another creature. I need to start remembering this. So this guy, I gain another amber. Crazy. And then... yeah, I'll gain three more chains just to raise the tide again. I'm gonna be at 6 chains, but I think it'll be worth it. And then finally, I will just reap with this guy and this one, because that'll put me at 6 amber, so I can descend again here next turn and start trying to find that last place, which I need amber for. So I definitely need to have a lot of creatures out that I can reap with. But yeah, I think I'm in a pretty good position. I already have the Vault Binder. They haven't even opened one seal yet. They're kind of slacking, if I'm being honest. But, you know, I probably just jinxed myself. So let's see first what they archived. Fuzzy Gruen, which doesn't have a play effect, so I'm good for now. Then they have Sink to the Depths. Put your creature with the highest power. I think that would be... Oh, that's a Seabringer I just played. On the bottom of its owner's deck. If the tide is low, repeat the preceding effect. The tide is not low, so I just have to put this guy on the bottom of my deck. It's unfortunate, but whatever. And then this... I'm sorry. I did kind of goof. Do I have anything affecting key... Yeah, I kind of goofed. They had enough amber to forage, so they should have done that and unlocked their first seal. My bad. It's on me. So their first seal, the Entropic Seal. Lower the tide. Each player purges a random card from their discard pile for each open seal. Fun. And then it gets worse. That's not the end yet. So random card purged. Assert dominance, and I lose amber for the total number of bonus icons, so I don't actually lose any amber. So I guess that's semi-okay. Okay, so with this new card, they gain another amber. That's how I noticed was like, oh, they had amber. They should have did that. Either deal 2 damage to each of your team's creatures or lose 4 amber. 2 damage to everybody? No way. There's no way I'd do that. Lose 4 amber. That means I can't descend. That's fine. I'd rather do that than lose 2 damage to all my creatures. Yeah, my goodness, no. So they can't use their creature. I get assert dominance out of here. And then there's no artifact. So that's really all they're doing this round. Pretty nice. I never drew back cards at the end of my turn for some reason, so let me do that real quick and lower a chain. Just because I'm only drawing to 5 cards, but still sitting at 5 chains. And the tide is low, so it wasn't really for much, I guess. There's really no good way for me to raise the tide, is there? So I think I should go shadows. I don't want to spend more chains to raise the tide, but I don't know how else. I don't have a good way to do it. Oh, the Vault Binder does it now. Of course, that's what the Vault Binder is for. I'm such an idiot. Well, I'm glad I noticed this now and not after I spent like a stupid amount of chains. So I'm gonna call shadows as my house. First thing I'm gonna do is use the Vault Binder, exhaust a friendly creature. Cool. If you do, raise the tide. Awesome. Now I don't have to spend keys anymore. So I called shadows. Yeah, that's a good idea. So I'll play Old Bruno, and that lets me capture 3, which they only have 1, but I'll still take it. Then I have Mastermindy. And they'll have the scheme counter. Whoa, that card seems really cool. I want to zoom in on this one. I've never seen this card before. I think it's Mastermindy. Maybe it's Master Mindy. I don't know. Maybe this person's name is Mindy. I have no idea. But basically, they're elusive. And at the end of the turn, I put a scheme counter on them. So I put like some generic counter. And then basically, as an action, I can remove each counter on them. And for each counter I remove, I steal an amber. That's really neat. I like that card. And I get to play them. So I'm going to move like all my artifacts down. Because clearly I need this whole second row for more creatures. Because I just got too many creatures. Too many cooks. I'll place both of those there. So now I still have a bunch of shadow creatures to do stuff with, which is awesome. Do I want to take out Shoulder Id? Not really. So I will Reap, gain 1, Reap with them to gain 1, and then deal 6 damage to this Fuzzy Gruin, which takes them out. And I can Reap with this Freeboat Fae, gain 1, and because of their ability, if the tide is high, which it is, steal 1, which I can't because they don't have any. And then One-Eyed Willa, I can Reap with, gain an amber. I am sitting at 2, 4, 6 amber. That is a good spot to be at. So that's that. I did play, how many creatures did I play this turn? I think just 2. So because of this, I get an amber. This card seems way too good. I don't know what its deal is. Some of these cards I've been getting this deck seems really good. I'm curious to see, like, look through the deck list later. Because, like, this card, it gives me amber for every creature I play. And this one, like, has a counter that's going to keep going up and lets me steal amber. Like, these are cool cards. I'm liking this deck a lot. So as far as shadow stuff, that's all I can do this turn. So I'll ready all my guys up. They have no creatures out in front of me, no artifacts at my location. I have a ton of amber. I'm sitting in a really good position. I do have 4 chains still, but besides that, really good position. So what's that? 3, 4, and 5 cards. Couple Untamed, a Shadows, and an Unfathomable. Cool. So back to their turn. They have nothing archived. They have not enough amber to forge, so they will just draw their 2 cards. First is a Scout Pete. Next is a Deep Priest. Both of them come into play exhausted. No artifacts to use, so that is it for their turn. Pretty nice and simple. Back to me. I will absolutely spend 4 amber. 1, 2, 3, 4 to descend. Please be the place. Oh, it is! Are you kidding me? It's Titan's Gate. So next turn, I could win next turn. Dang. Okay. This is really good then. So what do I want to do? Oh, I want to put a counter on Mindy, even though I guess it doesn't really matter at this point. I don't know. I guess that's not a good counter. Whatever, I'll put it. They're not enraged, I'll remember. So I'm going to call Unfathomable. Sure. I'll use the Vault Bringer to exhaust them to raise the tide. I should have lowered that when I descended, but I just raised it again. I'll place this artifact down to gain an amber. And I will use both of these artifacts just to exhaust both of these creatures, just in case I don't kill them in time, so they don't interfere. So what else? What else? I think I just need to reap. Could kill them and survive. I actually might. Oh, they have 6 too. I could take out both of these guys. I wouldn't have enough amber though. But thinking here, I should just reap with both of them, and then I'll just hope for the best. I think I'll do that. So reap and reap. Gain 2 amber. That leaves me with 7. So as long as they don't steal more than 1, I'm gonna win next turn, right? Because that's all I need to do at the start of the turn. If my Vault Bringer is at the location, which it is, and I have 6 amber, so that's let's hope for the best. Ready up all my cards without destroying my entire playing field here. All right, cool. It is their turn. They don't have enough amber to do anything, so they're just gonna draw their 2 cards. Let's see what they get. Frost Turret. Cool, don't care. And Riptide Turret, okay. It's fun. Both of those enter play already, so they're just gonna both go off. No creatures to use, so let's see what their turrets are gonna do. Frost Turret, deal 3 damage to one of my non-flying creatures with 1 damage splash. To a non-flying creature, 3 damage and 1 damage. Okay, I'll do it to Mollymawk. 3 damage, 1 damage splash. Oh yeah, no, we're good. Everybody lives. And then Riptide, discard a random card. Doesn't matter. I'll do it anyway. Doesn't matter. I didn't even draw back up my hand, but it doesn't it doesn't matter because that's the game. Because I am at the Titan's Gate, I have the Vault Bringer, and I can spend 2, 4, 6 amber to seal the gate, I guess, and prevent this cult from taking over. And that's it. That's game. Yeah, that one was that one was a lot quicker than the what's it called, the Keyraken. I don't know why. In my head, I guess I kind of had. I played both of these semi recently just to be ready for the stream and have like the rules kind of down. But I don't know why. I thought this one would take a lot longer, and it was really quick. This deck also, man, this deck was really fun. I'm curious to see. There's this awesome website called, I'm even blanking on the name because it's been a bit. Dex of KeyForge, DOF, and you can like see kind of how good your deck is. So I'm definitely curious to see how good this one is. I don't think the Evil Twin one's gonna be that good because like I didn't think it was that good against the Keyraken. Oh, thanks, David. Good game. Yeah, no, that was a good game. I really enjoyed this. I really like these solo adventures. I'm glad I printed and I'm playing them a bit more now. Yeah, this was really fun doing the sealed deck, and yeah, I really enjoyed playing some KeyForge today. I hope y'all enjoyed watching. I'd love to play some more in the future. Maybe we'll either just do some one-off videos of maybe me playing a deck I already have against the Keyraken / Conspiracy, or maybe I'll just do another one of these streams at some point in the future where I'll just open some fresh decks and see what's going on. Second deck seems better and more consistent. Yeah, I agree. It had a lot more creatures, which I felt like is very important in this. And one thing I was pretty happy about is in both of them, they had unfathomable creatures, and that these were both also Dark Tidings decks. So I had ways to like manipulate the tide, because that's pretty big in both of these scenarios. But no, I felt like this deck was really fun. Yeah, I mean, look at this board. I don't think there was this many creatures in that whole other deck. And I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 creatures out. And I've been like maintaining them. I got like the Mollyhawk has a ton of damage. This guy giving me amber for every creature I play. I only barely got to use Jack Guitar. all three of these. I didn't even look at how many. That's like the one big thing with these is like how many multiples you have. So yeah, there's like 3 of these rods. There's 2 of those Master Mindys, 2 Mollymocks. Wow. Yeah, no, I really did like the second deck a lot more. But yeah, I had fun today. Hope y'all enjoyed watching. If you did, leave a like. That would be greatly appreciated. I will be back next week doing another one of these streams. I think next week is going to be roleplay game edition. So I'm going to be probably playing some Fallout, the board game, along with some role player, the dice game. So come back next week for that, and subscribe if you want to catch some of my other just random solo gaming videos. I got the Suburbia playthrough series and Hadrian's Wall playthrough series I've been doing. So catch those. I've been trying to upload some just random videos of just random playthroughs every once in a while. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a good one.